Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Just done a toffee apple cider review, absolutely exquisite. And I'm going to do another pick and mix review. So I don't know what I'm going to pick out. I've got my box here. I'm just going to reach in, grab the first bottle, and it's one of Aldi's. Northbridge Brown Ale. You look at the colouring, what does it look like? It looks like a Newcastle Brown Ale. A lightly hopped ale with a sweet chocolate caramel flavour. 4.7% content. So, bloody hell, I tell you what, either my eyes are going, or I'll have to stop putting the light on in here. In fact, let me put the light on. Hey. There's a bloke stood in front of a camera talking. Anyway, God, I still can't see crap. You see chestnut brown. You smell caramel, and I can't read that. Grassy. Taste sweet chocolate, smooth. So, we'll give it a pour. See what it looks like. Let me turn that light back out because it feels weird. 2 more days at work, I'm off for 10 lovely days. And for someone who's worked all summer long, bar the odd day at a theme park that I've took off, where walking around theme parks all day, you know. Whew. So, nice smell to it. Reminds me of Newcastle Brown. It's got that Newcastle Brown look to it as well. I'm going to go on the internet. I'll have a quick snifter. So, lovely dark colour to it. Comes out of the bottle darker than it actually seems. Strange. Good head. Plenty of carbonation. Even smells like Newcastle Brown Ale. So, I need to clear my empty bottles. So, quick I've just had a toffee apple cider, so I've got a real sweet mouth at the moment, so I need to cleanse that with a bit of this. So, Northbridge Brown Ale, and it just says premium quality. I remember when it came out a couple of years back now, might be 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. All of a sudden, Aldi used to do a few beers, and then all of a sudden they brought out a new range, and there was about, I think there must have been about 16 beers at the time, because I bought every one. And yeah, lovely new range of beers, and this was one of them. And you can tell what it's, you know, what's the inspiration, should we call it, or what it's a clone of. So I'll quickly go on the internet while I let my taste buds get used to that. Try and pick off Northbridge Brown Ale. Here we go. And they reckon it's brewed by Marston's. I'm not surprised. Marston's seem to be the go-to guy for a lot of these companies to brew stuff. So, looking at beeradvocate.com, some not so good reviews actually that I've seen so far, but I'll wait for them to actually load up. And lo and behold, the website's having a funky as I'm loading it. So, nice colour on it. You know, it's best not to judge a beer just because you paid less than the odds for it. I think some of the best beers that have totally surprised me have been some of the cheapest, so you have to take that in mind. And obviously reviewing beers, it's got to try and get the most out of the beers that I can. So that's it, right. So they reckon it's from Marston's, Thompson's and Evershed. I don't know what that means. 3.06 out of 5, but only 3 ratings. So, bottle from Aldi, clear amber. I would say that was a dark amber more than a clear amber. Tight head, which dissipates over time. Grainy aroma, some toffee present. Sweet caramel flavour and not much else. Trying to emulate Newcastle Brown in a bad way. Pours a mild brown body with decent enough slightly off white head. Aroma is wholemeal bread and brown sugar. There's a slightly nutty chicory flavour, but the clear glass has done is skunking. I don't know what's that supposed to mean. But anyway, I reviewed Newcastle Brown just recently. If anybody wants to watch that, please go back and watch it and then come back and watch this one. Now, if you look at the glass, the bottle, yeah, it's trying to emulate Newcastle Brown Ale. You know, whether or not they've actually done it that way, but it looks like that anyway. They're trying to clone it. But I had Newcastle Brown Ale the other week, and I'd also had it donkeys years ago. It was a great beer, and I'm afraid that these days it's not even brewed in Newcastle anymore, which, you know, kind of ruins the name of it. Brewed in Holland, I think, and it's just not the same beer anymore. Now this, you know, this is more like the Newcastle Brown Ale of old. I had Man's Brown Ale last week and I thought that was not so good. Yeah, a bit dire. But this is quite a nice beer. Yeah, there's bits of caramel in it. There's no nasty aftertaste. Some grasses in that. But yeah, I think for a Newcastle Brown clone, it's more of a clone of the original Newcastle Brown than the new one that didn't taste nice at all. Wouldn't it be lovely to get, not that you can, but a bottle of the original, or get someone who made the original Newcastle Brown and get him to test which he thinks is the closest to what he remembers. And I'll tell you what, that to me is more of a better clone of Newcastle Brown than what Newcastle Brown is today. Be interesting for them people in Newcastle, wouldn't it? You know, them who obviously drink more of it because it's obviously from their city. Wow, that's a surprise. Obviously another one, mass produced. Marston's must have some mega breweries, a mega plant, because they seem to have a lot of brands under their Marston name, and also you know, doing a lot of supermarkets, but also Shepherd and Neame do the same. Sainsbury's Taste of Difference range. Shepherd and Neame and Marston's were two of the main providers of those real ales as well. So you know, these companies have got massive ability. It's no wonder that the likes of Castle Rock, who want to go national, have to use Marston's capabilities to do it. Although, you know, Harvest Pale was actually not as good as the 3.7 lower ABV version, but this is a revelation. A Newcastle Brown clone, better than the original, and certainly better than the original that's on the market at the moment. Yeah, I can't fault it, you know. I know some of the reviews there's only 3 reviews. You can't really go on 3 reviews. It's only the second time I've ever tasted it. The first time I probably just necked it when I was having, you know, a drink one night. Didn't really take much notice of it. There's some nice flavours to it. It's a lovely taste. No bitter aftertaste. It's got a bit of a sweet smell on there actually. But when I first smelt it, you know, it got that brown ale smell, you know, that beery smell, that old-fashioned beer smell. Yeah. Wow. So, you know, I'm finding myself stunned by some of the beers that I've either not tasted or certainly not took notice of before. And doing beer reviews is, you know, opened my eyes to some of my favourites that clearly aren't as good as what I thought they were. And beers that you know, I wasn't really looking forward to reviewing this. I thought, well, I'll review it because I bought it. I had so much money off an internet job I did, and I thought I need to stock up. So, and you know, so I need to get through the reviews that I've got to do. I thought I'll go through Aldi's range, get what I can. I thought, not looking forward to it. You know, it's not something that interests me. That's why I did a pick and mix review tonight. 2 pick and mix reviews. Just dive in, pick a bottle out. Because otherwise, all I'll do is pick all my favourites and be left with all the ones I'm not so keen on. Saying that, gobsmacked by this. Very nice. Better than a lot of the, you know, oh dear. Would I drink it again? Most definitely. Definitely a drinkable ale. 2 or 3 bottles, yeah, I think you could. I think you could have a night on it. You know, it's pretty damn decent. It's not my favourite beer, no. But very impressed, very impressed. So, out of 5, 4.5. Yeah. Loving the colour. Still got a head on it now. Still see some lacing there. You know, lovely colour. Proper Newcastle Brown colour to it. And colour me stunned. Oh, can't have too many because I'll be asleep. As soon as I stop moving, I'll just drop off. But yeah, that was an illuminating review. You know, it's amazing how some of these beers open your eyes. You know, you write them off because you're buying them from a supermarket, and you know, they're obvious clones of a very well-known, an iconic British beer. Newcastle Brown is an iconic British beer, but you know, my review of it, and unless I had a dodgy bottle, because it does happen, you know, the odd brew is a little off, you know, not as good as the other brews. If that happened that day, then, you know, I reserve judgment. But I've read all the internet reviews, and Newcastle Brown wasn't rated that high. So, come the clone, this is a clone, and it's better than the original. Open your eyes, and cheaper, no. Well done, Marstons, if you were the brewers, and obviously well done, Lidl. Sorry, Aldi. Well done, Aldi. Cracker. See you soon.